Imagine your brain as a dense, tangled jungle. Every decision, every action feels like pushing through thick vines, a constant battle against inertia. But guess what? Your brain has a nifty trick up its sleeve: pathways. Every choice you make, every routine you follow, carves a path in this mental jungle. It's not an easy task. It demands energy and effort. However, your brain, being a master of efficiency, has devised a strategy to make this process smoother. Every action and behavior you undertake carves a path in this cerebral jungle. Hi, welcome to Nordelmedia channel. In this video, we will delve into the analogy that sets the stage for understanding the power of tiny steps in bringing about lasting change in your life. So let's get started. Jungle, navigating the terrain of your mind. Your brain is like a vibrant jungle, teeming with thoughts, emotions, and the constant hum of neural activity. Making decisions in this dense thicket requires considerable effort, akin to maneuvering through an actual jungle. The brain, being averse to expending unnecessary energy, seeks to streamline this process. Thus, the paths carved by your actions and behaviors become essential shortcuts, making future decisions more manageable. The jungle analogy highlights the intrinsic link between the physical and mental aspects of your actions. Just as a well-trodden path in the jungle becomes easier to traverse, repeated actions become ingrained in our neural pathways, shaping our behaviors and decisions. The things you do, routines and habits. Now let's talk about routines and habits. Routines are like well-worn trails, familiar sequences you autopilot through. They're efficient, but sometimes they become habits. Habits are like those overgrown paths taken over by an impulsive toddler in your brain. This toddler craves instant gratification, seeking familiar rewards without considering long-term goals. That afternoon cookie after cookie? That mindless scroll through social media? You guessed it, the toddler's handiwork. Routines are the sequences of actions we perform regularly, following a familiar pattern because they have proven beneficial. Over time, these routines can transform into habits, actions carried out almost involuntarily. Habits, with their automaticity, feel more effortless, making them a crucial aspect of our daily lives. The path through the jungle becomes a well-established trail, making it easier to tread. Similarly, habits streamline our actions, allowing us to navigate through the complexities of daily life with relative ease. Recognizing the power of habits is the first step in understanding how tiny steps can lead to profound and lasting change. Triggers, navigating the toddler's impulses. The execution of habits is often driven by an impulsive toddler within us. This metaphorical toddler operates on immediate desires, responding to triggers in our environment without considering long-term consequences. For this inner child, the future is an abstract concept and hard work is a bored. Triggers prompt the toddler to follow well-trodden paths in the cerebral jungle, leading to familiar and rewarding outcomes, just as getting coffee may trigger the desire for a morning cookie. The brain seeks the comfort of well-established habits. However, this rewarding feeling is a double-edged sword. It's the same mechanism that underlies the development of detrimental habits, such as overindulging in chocolate or mindlessly scrolling through social media. Recognizing and navigating these triggers is pivotal for those seeking the power of tiny steps in fostering lasting change. It requires a conscious effort to intercept the toddler's impulsive tendencies and redirect its course. Awareness of the triggers that prompt undesirable habits empowers individuals to interrupt the automatic response and deliberately choose a different path through the cerebral jungle. The journey towards lasting change involves a dynamic interplay between recognizing triggers, understanding the impulse nature of the inner toddler, and consciously choosing alternative paths. It is through this intentional navigation of triggers that the power of tiny steps truly manifests. By reshaping the landscape of triggers in your mental jungle, you pave the way for incremental yet enduring transformations that contribute to the practical wisdom for lasting change. Habit building, convincing your brain it's not a big deal. To initiate lasting change, relying solely on willpower may not be the most effective strategy. Instead, convincing your brain that the change is not a monumental task can pave the way for success. The key lies on creating new routines and transforming them into habits. While the concept is simple, the execution is far from easy. Many behaviors you aim to turn into habits may not offer immediate gratification. To make these actions more appealing to the impulsive toddler within, infuse them with pleasure. The idea is not necessarily to reward yourself after completing the action, but to make the action itself more enjoyable. In essence, the process is frustratingly simple, mirroring many aspects of life improvement. The time it takes for the inner toddler to adopt a new habit varies, influenced by factors such as the nature of the behavior, individual characteristics, stress levels, and more. The true challenge lies in the consistency of repetition. Forming a habit requires commitment and perseverance. However, as with most things in life, it gets easier as you persist. The journey of change, embracing the challenge. Embarking on the journey of change, guided by the power of tiny steps, requires a shift in mindset. The jungle of your brain may seem intimidating, but with each small, deliberate step, you are paving the way for a lasting transformation. Understanding the role of routines and habits in the jungle analogy emphasizes the importance of creating positive, constructive paths. By consciously designing these paths, you can guide the impulsive toddler within towards beneficial habits, steering clear of the pitfalls of instant gratification. Recognizing triggers and their influence on habits is crucial for self-awareness. Identifying the cues that lead to undesirable behaviors empowers you to interrupt the automatic response and redirect your path in the cerebral jungle. It's a conscious effort to reshape the landscape of your mind. Habit building requires a delicate balance of simplicity and persistence. Making new actions pleasurable aids in the adoption of habits, making the journey more enjoyable for the inner toddler. The key is not to underestimate the power of tiny steps. The smallest actions, consistently repeated, have the potential to create profound and lasting change. The power of tiny steps lies in the understanding that change is a process woven into the fabric of your daily actions. Just as a jungle transforms with each footstep, your brain adapts and rewires with every intentional choice. Embrace the challenge, persist in the face of adversity, and let the power of tiny steps guide you towards a transformed and enriched life. What do you think about this topic? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nordel Media channel. I'll see you in the next video.